I'm currently on a pending asylum
Right.
case, and I work for a big tech company. And is it possible for my company to sponsor me for a green card or H-1B, well, whichever comes first?
On a pending asylum?
If my company can sponsor me for a green card.
When did you apply for asylum?
2018.
When did you come to the U.S.?
2017.
How long were you in the U.S. before you applied for asylum?
Few months, just 1 or 2 months.
You can do a labor certification. You don't need an H-1B. You can do a labor certification, a perm, to get your green card. It's possible you'll be able to adjust your status. Worst comes to worst, you don't have a 10-year bar. We would have to find a third country to process you for your green card, and you can return.
Can I process my green card here in America?
You would process everything in America where you get your green card, whether you adjust here or have to go to a third country. I got to look at your records first.
What are the requirements?
To do a labor certification perm?
What that constitutes?
Well, you have to file, your employer has to file a perm application. In a perm application, they have to prove that you're not taking a job away from an American worker. Step one is to figure out what the prevailing wage is of similarly employed workers in your area, in your job, doing your job duties with your experience. Step two is get a reference of experience that you've done this job for another company. Because if you learn to do the job for the company that's sponsoring you, the government's going to say, go teach somebody else to do it, who's an American, who's out of work. So as long as you came to that company with experience and they're paying you the prevailing wage of similarly employed workers, they then, at that point, run advertisements in the local newspaper and depending on whether it's a skilled professional job, perhaps in trade magazines and radio and media, leaving a job description on a website. They try to recruit a U.S. worker. They can't find somebody to do your job. And then you file a labor application saying, this guy Quib came to us with experience, here it is. This guy Quib is being paid the prevailing wage. He has proof from the Department of Labor, a prevailing wage determination, excuse me. Here's proof that we tried to find a U.S. worker. We couldn't find one. We fill out the entire form. You submit it to get approved. Once that's approved, you will then file an I-140 visa petition. You got to prove that the employer can afford to pay your salary, and you have an approved labor application. Once that happens, you become eligible for a green card. Whether you adjust your status or process in a third country, I'd have to review your records. But either way, you'd get a green card.